I know you're hurting. I know what he took from you. I know you think you have to do this, but you don't. Walk away. Be with your friends. Be happy.
Hey, it's me, NT, and welcome to Tyro, Legend of Whisperwood Alpha Demo. Now, Tyro is a Souls-like Metroidvania where your choices shape reality, you battle the Gladeblight's horrors, manage your sanity gauge, and survive in a warped world. Just a reminder that this is a sneak peek of a game that's still in development, but thanks devs for the key. Let's get started. Alright. Okay, just immediately hit me on the starting platform. That wasn't very fair.
Red God, this is his kingdom, and as his servant, I will stop any apostate from entering his presence.
Kinda cool that this is voice acted. That was totally a Hollow Knight character.
Be careful, little mouse. The High Priest is looking for you.
Wow, even the random NPC that... Why did I fall there? Even the random NPC is voice acted. And pretty decently voice acted too.
That big red monster buries his prey here. The flesh-eating beetles worship him as a god.
Ah, okay. Why did I fall there? Oh, I'm supposed to collect these things. Is this my currency? Oh, that is a floaty jump. That hazard kind of fades into the background a little bit. There's something a little off with this animation. I'm not sure if I can nail down what it is. I thought there just wasn't enough frames. And I think it could maybe use a few more frames in the animate. What? I unlocked slingshot. Ow. Getting hit so much and it's in the first set of screens. Slingshot. Oh, slingshot is triangle. It requires blue energy.
Big Polly over there is a traitor. He works for the beetles now. That sword you have won't hurt him if he's in his shell. Try attacking him from a distance.
Cool. Well, it's a good thing I just got a distance attack. Okay, yeah, his animation was... Okay, I guess he left. So the bullet comes out of the slingshot before the animation finishes. Again, even though I said it in the intro, Alpha Jank.
Next meal.
It did sound like the developers were seeking feedback, so I'm going to give a little bit more feedback here than I normally would. Well, also, I hate these mushrooms. I also just saw the mid-air jump from being near a platform. Okay. How many times am I gonna die right here? Wonder how much playtesting this alpha has had. So I'm getting bugs. Lots of... Oh, but these bugs, even though they're the same sprite, I can't pick up, huh? Thought they were gonna be like more money bugs.
Thanks, little mouse. I came up here to relax, and all the blue fireflies suddenly turned orange and started attacking me. I owe you my life.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't have anything to do with it, bud. Hey, I got another thing that I bonked my head on. Oh, I got heal. This is exactly like Hollow Knight. It's even the same button. Circle. Except with Hollow Knight, you healed for a set amount, and with this, you just heal continually. How am I supposed to... Okay. Alright, they're just giving me all sorts of abilities in this demo. Dash. Ow. Yeah, dash is nice. I'm glad they did a good job mapping these keys too, because dash is mapped to L1 or L2. Oh, that didn't work. Because as there's no settings except for volume, I can't change that. Listen.
Fireflies! Fireflies everywhere! Please make them go away!
I just made them go away. Are you an enemy? Are you also from Hollow Knight? I guess I have to shoot you with my magic slingshot. No? Farther? I kind of don't like how much energy that slingshot takes. It takes a lot. What does do now? I can see that's supposed to move. Okay, so I had to bounce attack, even though they didn't bother to tell me in the tutorial that I have a bounce attack. Are these the fireflies he was complaining about? Arrgh. The movement's not quite there. It's not bad. Hey, dude.
Let me guess. Jed won't come out of his tree because of the fireflies, right? Figures. Last week I had to scare them all away before he would come. But I'm not going to keep doing that for him. Looks like I'll be fishing alone today.
Wow, really good sounding voice there. Kind of didn't match the character with the crossed eyes and all. I have a little bit of an issue, by the way, with this game calling itself a Souls game. Because there's no penalty when I die. I'm not dropping anything that I can tell. I'm also not picking up anything that I can tell. I don't seem to be having any currency, so maybe that's why I'm not dropping anything. Double jump! Nice! I wonder if that counted as getting rid of the fireflies. I like the way the double jump looks. Whee!
Fireflies!
Nope.
Fireflies everywhere!
I
Please
really
make them
like
go
this,
away.
dislike this NPC. I am concerned I have no inventory. I have no currency. I don't know if I haven't unlocked it yet. Or if it's just not in the alpha. Time for me to fight Moses' burning bush. And you dead. Yeah, that totally read as a hazard, devs. It did not. It read as a... I hate those. It read as a boss or something. I got an Empower Dash. Breaking an object while dashing empowers you and refunds stamina. I unlocked a new game mode. Okay.
High Priest Lucinus is up ahead. When he enrages, he can trigger avalanches. Be careful.
Thank you, exposition, how to fight the boss, dude. I know it's probably a waste of time, but it said I collected all the fireflies. Why can't I do not like that stamina dash is always so...
Fireflies! Fireflies everywhere!
Shut
Please
up.
make them go
Shut up,
away.
shut up, shut up. I do not like that my dash is tied to my mana. That means you can either... Would you rather heal, use a projectile, or dash? I would rather dash, not have mana cost. Even give me a separate stamina bar if you have to, but not mana. Oh, is this High Priest Lucianus? Lucanus, also from Hollow Knight. Ah, get away from me. Did he hit me? Ah, well, he definitely hit me that time. So, here's another thing, devs. Considering you're making a Metroidvania, and considering just how popular Hollow Knight is, I wouldn't make any of the bosses be beetles. You're asking for unfavorable comparisons. Ow. Speaking of unfavorable comparisons,
Stop the avalanche! Hit him with your slingshot!
why did my slingshot? I'm out of... Why slingshot? That doesn't make sense. This boss also has a very simple pattern so far. It's just annoying because his speed is so high.
Stop the avalanche! Hit him with your slingshot!
I don't have any slingshot. I gotta wait for this bar to fill back up. I really hate that my dash is tied to my mana. I do not like that at all. I'd rather have a stamina bar. Also, he's hitting me sometimes when I don't think he should be hitting me.
Stop the avalanche! Hit him with your slingshot!
Okay, there we go. Surprise, mofo! Yeah, I had like no warning that dash was coming. Okay, I just remembered I have a double jump. Let's see if that helps. Not so far. I think that's a projectile he's shooting out too. Every time I try to jump over him. I wish I knew how much health he had.
Hit him with your slingshot!
Okay, at least now I have slingshot because I'm not using dash, because dash is not useful to me. Oh, I wanted to heal. Why'd you take so long to start the heal? How many times do you want me to hit him? What is this? Boy, you do not get much health from that healing spell. Apparently I can't stop the avalanche anymore. So I need to stop jumping and just focus on wailing on this guy. Looks like he can't attack anyway except for summoning things. This is not a very impressive looking healing posture. It looks like he's just posing. Let's see, I think I can stand about like this and be fine, get all my health back up. Yeah, very generous heal, even though it's very slow. Oh, can't stand there. I can heal a little bit more. Get away from me. Just gonna dodge you for now. How long do those poison clouds last? Get away from me, you're not fair.
Stop the avalanche! Hit him with your slingshot!
Really wish this guy had a health bar. Is this the correct thing? Not to not get hit, but just to keep standing here, waiting for him to... Oh, he's got some lines on him, that's good. I might ought to be trying to get rid of those poison clouds, because they make things quite a bit more difficult later on, but... Eh. You know this is the exact same animation as before. Ow, I really dislike this phase where he's just walking around. Okay, so I spent like 20 or 30 minutes trying to get this boss. And I've got a couple issues. The big thing is I need to use both jump and dash, double jump and dash. But if I do that, then at the end I run out of power for my slingshot and he hits me for half of my freaking health with a cheap shot from this avalanche. So I either have to not dodge his attacks properly, or I have to not be able to counter his ultimate. And then when this starts, see, I have to spend time healing, which is fine. I understand that. This actually goes on for too long, and it's not very good at hitting me, so it's not that big of an issue. I can spend half of his cycle healing myself and then pour damage on him. But when I'm pouring damage, I'm just standing here, hitting the attack button over and over again. Every now and then I'm dodging a rock that falls from the ceiling, which also does a lot of damage. It does like a third of my health. Or I'm destroying these mushrooms so they don't completely clear up my field. So right now, I can't dodge to the left, because that is filled with poison mushroom clouds. I don't know if the developers expect you to be like jumping back and forth or what. See, now I can no longer use my dash because he's going to use his avalanche in a second. I have to be ready for that. Boss is super predictable. Those poison mushrooms are still on there. Now I can do damage. This is still in his first phase, by the way. Okay, now I got into the second phase. You can see from the fact that he's taking a little damage, showing a little damage. But that also means that all of his attacks speed up, and some of these mushrooms will start popping without the lightning hitting them. Even though the lightning is supposed to be what's destroying the mushrooms. I need to get rid of those mushrooms just in order to make sure I have at least half of the field clear from when I'm dodging later. But this guy is one of the worst bullet sponges I think I've ever seen. because I have hit him and hit him and hit him, and he takes about 100 hits to go from one phase to another. Also, his hitbox is a little too big. I also learned that if he's like near a poison cloud in the second phase, I might as well just heal and not even worry about trying to run over and hit him after he's done that dash. I have to keep healed up because 3 hits will kill me. And maybe, just maybe, I can avoid his ultimate killing me if I have enough health, even if I don't have enough energy because I've been dodging. But here I am, I'm still just pouring on damage. Pouring on damage. He is still in phase 2. There's also a little bit of an issue with slowdown. He keeps getting me trapped. Oh, and he's going to end up hitting me probably this time with the avalanche. Oh, okay, I just did learn that I can, or realize I can hit him and it'll give me some energy back, so that helps. Now I need to wait for him to be here. My other big issue with the game is them calling it a Souls-like. A Souls-like does not mean it's hard. First of all, a Souls-like is an action RPG. This is a hack and slash, or adventure platformer. Okay, now he's in his third form. Or adventure platformer, or whatever you want to call it. If this was a Souls-like, if I'm here hitting up, see that mushroom popped without me having a chance to hit it. If this was a Souls-like and I'm standing here hitting the boss this much and nothing, this is such a tight. I'm probably gonna die just because there's so many poison mushrooms I wasn't able to get to. Okay, at least that one went away. If I was in a Souls-like and was hitting an enemy this much,
Hit him with your slingshot.
and he wasn't dying, then what that would say to me is that I am under-leveled. I am not doing enough damage to this boss. Okay, the third phase, though, is very unfair because of the giant rocks he drops are in a line, and they're only open in one spot. And I'm probably not going to be able to dash to get away from them because I need to dash to heal. And that time I didn't even see where the rocks were coming from. There's one spot open, but you're limiting my ability to move because I have no dash. And you're not giving me enough time to react. So that phase is completely unfair, and is why I think this is unbeatable. But back to my rant, this is not a Souls-like. A Souls-like is an action RPG. So if I'm hitting a boss this much, that means that I'm not doing enough damage. If I'm not doing enough damage, I need to go level. But I can't level because this isn't a Souls-like, this is a hack and slash. Or action platformer, or whichever you want to call it. There's no stamina like in a Souls-like. There's no corpse run like in a Souls-like. The only thing similar is hard bosses. A hard boss is not a Souls-like. This is a Hollow Knight-like. Even down to having freaking bosses that look like Hollow Knight characters, which boggles my mind why you would... I guess they're trying... It just makes it look like an imitation. Look, this boss is an imitation Hollow Knight boss, but with a lot less move sets and a lot less balance and way too much health and way annoying. And maybe if this wasn't the alpha, there would be some way for me to upgrade my attack, but this is an alpha, which means it is balanced. Which means it is balanced for this build. This is the creator's intended experience, is for me to stand here and have to hit this freaking guy over and over and over. And I mean, I'm hitting, what, like every second? Once a second, maybe? And this whole thing is maybe 30 seconds? I don't know. I kind of want to do the math and just figure out how many times I'm hitting this stupid idiot before he even goes to the next phase. It's starting to make me really salty. It makes me think of that stupid bot game that I really didn't like. Oh, he went backwards that time. And he slowed down. Did you stay slowed? That would be great. Nope, didn't stay slowed. I did notice there's like a little bit of a chance to attack from behind him. Attack behind you, which is nice with this kind of thing. He's behind a poison cloud again, so I can't hit him, but that's okay because I need to heal anyway. And now it's just back to pouring damage on him while occasionally dodging. Oh, I had to dodge. Oh, I had to break something. Now it's back to hitting this stupid idiot over and over again. So it's also a very boring boss fight. It's just super tedious. And this is the... Well, I was about to say this is the first boss. This is actually not supposed to be the first boss. They did say the alpha takes place like later in the game. Okay, so at least he's on phase 3 and I have full health. But, oh, that was not fair. He was done with his phase and he still managed to summon a rock. Yep, you run slowly. Maybe I can get you to avoid trying to hit me and you'll continue being slow. Nope. At least I kept my health up, but now I don't have any energy. Any energy. Now he's hitting me over and over.
Stop the avalanche! Hit him with your slingshot!
Also, I double jump there. I really dislike this, hearing the stop the avalanche, hit him with your slingshot 90 million times. Once I do it once, I know what the gimmick is. I'd be fine if you did it like once per fight. But if I ever counter the avalanche, you shouldn't say it again. I really wanted to like this game. The developers were nice. I mean, it was just like emails and stuff they sent me. Also, I don't know if y'all noticed that, but the health bars will go on top of the rocks sometimes. And, you know, I like the art. I like this kind of game. Actually, Metroidvanias are one of my favorite kind of games. Right now, this isn't a Metroidvania either because there's no map. The biggest hallmark of a Metroidvania for me is a map of interconnected rooms. No interconnected rooms.
Hit him with your slingshot!
I had to take that hit so I could get close enough to do that. Okay, I really don't think that's possible. Let's see if this beetle will maybe give me some cheats or something. Oh, okay, so here's another boss. I hope it's not as awful as the one I was just fighting. Is this fireflies or butterflies going by? Oh, it is fireflies. Maybe I had to get rid of this dude for the possum to be happy. Can't do anything with you up there. Oh, well, I might could have double jumped. Not easily, though. Wait, do I want to collect these? I was collecting these earlier. Oh, hey, look, it's another boss that likes to do dashes after exclamation and terror bangs. Stop it! I need to be able to hit you. I guess I gotta hit you like this, huh? Yeah, no warning there. I love it when the bosses move and it changes their, things have been different now. When the bosses move and it changes their attack. Go away. Hey, possum.
Hey, man, are you okay? I keep telling people, those fireflies hurt. They shouldn't be messed with.
No, I am not okay. I thought I was collecting those fireflies. Maybe I was just chasing them off. I am got yet a different boss that does not feel good to fight. Ow! How am I supposed to hit you? Go away. Where'd the boss music go? I guess we're doing this one without music, huh? I'm gonna chalk that up for Alpha Jank, but these boss designs do not feel like Alpha Jank to me. They just feel like annoying. At least this one isn't requiring me to use my freaking slingshot, so I can actually dash a little bit to try to dodge him. This boss feels a little more possible than the other one, but I think it maybe I just haven't played long enough to figure out how impossible it is. When he's flying, it's really hard to hit him. Oh wait, I do have an up attack. Maybe that's what I need to do. And I also need to use the dodge. I trained myself not to use the dodge on the last one because I needed to be able to, what are these fireflies just coming out of the ground for? Is this an issue? Do they do anything? I hate it when they can hit. It's such an old problem too. That's like what games used to do junk like that, where they would hit you they would just like stand up and it would change their hitbox. I'm just gonna ignore these fireflies. And oh, got slowdown again. Now we have flaming fireflies, which I can't knock away with my sword, unlike the blue ones. Can I just stand here and heal while you do that? Nope. Yeah, he got a lot of slowdown. Oh, hey, great. Another boss that leaves damage on the field while I'm playing. I think even with this slowdown, I can't beat this. Well, he doesn't slow down any during his dash. That feels pretty good going back and forth between the sides of the screen. I didn't realize that's what he was about to do. How long does that fire burn for? Are all the bosses in this game like trying to clear my arenas, take the space in my arena? I anticipated him going across the screen again. He did this go up and come back down. Why are there so many more of this? Do I need to get rid of these guys, or can I just stand here and heal? I'm sure it'll be fine if I just ignore them. Hey, there's like purple things in the air now. Yep, I was right. I couldn't just ignore them. So that was Tyro, Legend of the Whisperwood. Thanks a bunch for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, could you double jump down to the subscription button and turn on notifications? That way you know when I drop a new video looking at new or upcoming games, and I do usually one a week. So obviously I'm not going to recommend Tyro in this state, so instead I'll tell you what I think is good and what needs to be improved. I like the art, although it doesn't really feel unified, like the characters are a bit different from the background, and this menu is very different, although cool looking. I wouldn't mind if the whole game looked like this. The music also seemed good. I like the voice acting, even if it wasn't very professional sounding. Gameplay-wise, it feels pretty good, but there was a lot of dropped inputs and other bugs that I figure is part of it being an alpha. But the animation also needs to be fluid, just like straight up when you're moving around, and definitely things like that slingshot and the healing, which doesn't hardly have an animation at all. The biggest change to the game is the dash should not be tied to my mana. Give me a third stamina bar if you have to, but I don't even think you need to do that because there's a cooldown on the dash. For the bosses, both of the ones I played, their hitboxes feel too big, and obviously the one that I spent the most time on has way too much health. You know, I still want to believe this could be a cool game, but even discounting the alpha jank, Tyro, Legend of the Whisperwood, needs a lot of work. That being said, I do think it has promise, and if you think the same, maybe go on Steam and give them a wish list. I'm sure the developers would appreciate that. Anyway, until next time, hope you'll have a great night, and bye!